Hi kids! Do you want to listen to a Bible story?
Yeah!
So gather around and I'm gonna tell you about the story of Abraham. Come here. It's about testing your faith to God.
Abraham, Abraham,
Here I am, Lord.
take now your son, your only son, whom you love, Isaac, and go to the land of Moriah, and offer him there as a burnt offering on one of the mountains of which I will tell you.
So Abraham rose early in the morning and saddled his donkey and two of his young men with him, and Isaac his son. And he split wood for the burnt offering and arose and went to the place of which God had told him. On the third day, Abraham raised his eyes and saw the place from a distance.
Stay here with the donkey. I and the lad are going over there. Wait for us to come back. We will worship the Lord.
My father,
Here I am, my son.
the fire and the wood, where is the lamb for the burnt offering?
God will provide for the lamb for our burnt offering. Let's go.
The two of them walked on together. Then they came to a place of which God had told him, and Abraham built the altar there and arranged the wood, and bound his son Isaac and laid him on the altar on top of the wood. Abraham stretched out his hand and took the knife to slay his son.
Abraham, Abraham!
Here I am, Lord.
You do not need to sacrifice your son Isaac. You obeyed God and his commands. God loves you, Abraham. God will bless you and give you many children.
Then Abraham raised his eyes and looked, and behold, behind him a ram caught in the trees by his horns. And Abraham went and took the ram and offered him up for a burnt offering in the place of his son. Abraham called the name of that place, "The Lord will provide." As it is said to this day, "In the mount of the Lord it will be provided."
So kids, when you go to bed tonight, look up to the sky and watch the stars. Can you count them? Of course not. Remember the promise God gave to Abraham. God promised to him 5 times, and God fulfilled his promise to him. God gave Isaac back to Abraham, and then Isaac had children, and so many descendants were born from Abraham. Finally, Jesus was born, a descendant of Abraham, and at the same time, God's only beloved Son. Through him, every nation in the world and all of us will be blessed.
Hi kids! Here's our memory verse for today. Genesis 22 verse 18. Through your offspring, all nations on earth will be blessed because you have obeyed me. Genesis 22 verse 18. Let's do it again. Genesis 22 verse 18. Through your offspring, all nations on earth will be blessed because you have obeyed me. Genesis 22 verse 18. Good job, kids!
Hi kids, it is now time for arts and crafts, and today's craft will be about the memory verse, which is Genesis chapter 22 verse 18, which says, through your offspring all nations on earth will be blessed because you have obeyed me. Let's get started. For the materials, you will need a piece of paper, a pencil, an eraser, glue, tape, scissors, a pen, some string, and coloring materials. Okay, grab your paper and pencil and start sketching a triangular shape, and at the top, draw some arms and God's head. After you're done sketching, grab your pen and start outlining. Once you're done with the line art, grab your coloring materials. It can be colored pencils or markers or maybe paint. Then start coloring. The triangular shape at the lower part is colored in yellow because it represents like a beam of light or God's light beaming down, which later on will be represents like God is blessing your family. After you're done coloring, start cutting it out, and you don't have to throw away the paper just yet, because you can use the bottom part of it or some parts of it for later when you start drawing your family. Here I used a piece of that same paper and just started sketching out my family, my parents and my siblings. You can also draw your grandparents if you want, and don't forget to include yourselves as well. For this part, you will be drawing your whole family, and I grabbed a circular object so that all the sizes of the heads will be roughly around the same size. Be sure to draw your family in a size that can fit in like the beam of light that we cut out earlier. After you're done drawing, you can grab your coloring materials again and start coloring. Once you're done coloring, grab your scissors again and start cutting out the little heads. Once you're done cutting, place all your family inside the beam of light, and grab your glue or tape and stick it inside. Then in the middle or anywhere that you want, write your surname, then family is blessed. Then grab your string and tape it at the back. And that's done. You can use this as decoration and hang it in your room or something. That's all. I hope you kids had fun, and goodbye.